Rangitukia.
Alright, well, kia ora, Nanny Keri. Thank you for letting me come to see you today. And I just wanted to speak to you on the drilling and the mining that's taking place along the East Coast. If you can give your thoughts, how do you feel about the drilling and mining on the East Coast?
I have serious objections to any outsiders who come here and start digging holes in our whenua. Because I think they're digging graves. And they come with no understanding, no cultural understanding of what we are about and how we view land and land ownership. In the Māori context, the land is the mother that never dies. And if you're going to go and dig holes in Papatuanuku, in the Earth Mother, you know, what happens when you depart? You just leave the big holes there and you end up with tracts of land which are no good for anything. Whose idea was it in the first place? Because we were never consulted. And we are now starting to jump up and down and do a bit of a haka. We need to do more. But you can't move much if the people concerned don't come here and talk to us about what they're actually planning to do. And they've got theories about how to sort of maximise their efforts and minimise the damage. And who are they fooling? Because they're not doing anything about the safety of our whenua. And any families who allow digging, exploring, and what's this funny new word, fracking, which sounds suspiciously like an English swear word, and any of the whānau around here who try to take part in this latest scientific experiment ought to think twice or kiss their whenua goodbye. We were born of this land. Tangata whenua means people who are the land. People who are of the land. So we can stand up because this is our tūranga waiwai.
Is it in the best interest for Māori to keep Ranginui and Papatuanuku safe?
We keep ourselves safe. Understanding those stories and what they reflect. And what we have to do is actually stay awake, keep ourselves informed, go to meetings, not sign papers that we don't really understand, and keep an eye out. Because if you don't watch out for your whenua and it vanishes from under your feet, well, you didn't deserve to look after the whenua in the first place.
Aye. How do you feel about the government not consulting with our people before they got these oil companies to come in?
Did you watch the documentary called that had to do with Don Brash, The Hollow Men?
Oh, no.
I watched it. And I'd known quite a bit about it from what I'd read in newspapers and magazines. And also because I taught Nikki Haga's sister, who was a trainee teacher of mine at Wellington Teachers College. So I was interested in what he had to say. But the documentary was absolutely shocking because I had no idea how corrupt things were in the background. There's an assumption that corrupt people are wild-looking people and messy and screwed up. They're not. They wear suits, and they work in Parliament, and they work in high-flying government positions, and they make massive decisions on our behalf, behind our backs, about things like oil, digging, mining. Somebody is making a profit, and it isn't us. Engari, ko tātou whenua kei te murua, e te tāhaingia ngā taonga. And that's why we have to stay awake, because it's areas like this that globally are of interest to outsiders. I remember in the 40s they used to talk about gas just across the river, Tikapa. And they always said there was a vein of gas. What did my grandfather call it? Kahi. That ran through the riverbank. And that they used to tap into it to use as fuel. So we've always known about the minerals and things that are thing, but we've not really understood their significance or their value until now. And now suddenly it's possible to make a profit. And we're left with people plotting and scheming around us, plus our own who sell us out and go and sign deals on our behalf, and then come home and wonder why people don't speak to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we've got to learn to keep watch and learn to be open and a bit more honest in our dealings with the locals and on behalf of the locals. But even more important is stay awake.
Aye.
And that whole notion of lock the gates is really significant. Because the minute you open the gates and let them onto the land, you dog meat. And we don't need to be.
No. Okay, Nanny Keri, what would you like to say to all of the people that are trying to stop this mining and drilling?
Get informed. The biggest power buzz comes from being informed. If you don't inform yourself, you won't know what people are protesting about, and you won't understand its significance till it's too late. When somebody comes and digs a huge mine on your property because some of your whānau signed the deed. So you get the shareholders. If there are 300 of you, you get everybody's signatures. It's a long, hard haul. One of the reasons we stay together as a whānau unit, there are hundreds of us, we all know each other, and the cars have an emailing system. Ning Nong like me isn't on email yet. Again, I've got to get some new equipment.
Aye.
But we keep ourselves informed. We've got family all around the world. And this next generation, who are technological wizards, not like us dinosaurs, they keep everybody informed about what is going on. Information is power. All the protests in the world do is they attract the necessary attention you need for your cause, so you get a bit of publicity, like a story in the Gisborne Herald. But if you don't inform yourself as to why this is happening and what exactly is happening, forget it. Just wave your whenua goodbye. Kiss your manuka trees goodbye. You know, you have to work at this stuff. And that means going to meetings, talking at interviews, talking at hui about the bits you know and the bits you uncover. And I'm fed up with foreigners coming here to the coast, digging holes here, taking stuff away, conducting experiments, and they never return with any positive outcomes for us. We're used, and I think it's time it was stopped. And that's all.